YouTube? It's your boy Kanari back with another banger. All right, first thing first, we are in the spring game still. We are sitting at 6-10. We beat the Yankees 5-4, so that's a good outing. Um, we're still trying to figure out where can we get most of our like PJ Pauline is looking pretty solid. I mean, besides what we can see, here's our pitching rotation. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Um, trying to figure this thing out. I do think we will go to free agency though. I was looking at Zach Lydell, who I do want to bring back. He's been pretty solid uh, throughout the spring ball, but when you look at the money he's looking for, I'm just not interested. Just really not interested in paying a 30 euro guy that much. And then it gets even worse with Miles, who's 37. Yes, you might be like, well, he has 16 strikeouts and 12.2 innings pitched. But then you look at the money aspect of everything, and you go, well, no, I don't really want to pay a 37-year-old guy for the next 3 years. So those two guys probably would just tap into free agency. But we are looking for better relief pitchers, and I do think we have a few down here on our board, which is like Jose. He wants a little bit of money, but it's not like we can't get it done. And I think a 2-year deal for 7 is easily good for us. So I don't mind putting that up there for him. And then Johnny Fieldman, who's another guy that I do think we can bring in for at least a 1 year 100K, and our roster's full, which is fine. That's fine with me. With getting rid of some guys from this core. And I'm going to probably release some relief pitchers just because I do think we can get a little bit better. I think the main guy we're going to probably release it is Keonel Perez, 29, 56 overall. I don't really see that necessarily working out for us. So we're going to move on from that. We're going to tap back into free agency, and we're going to bring in Feldman. Johnny Feldman, who I think could be really good. Yes, he has the deep potential. He is 26 though, so he can at least be a part of the farm system. And I don't mind that aspect of his his game necessarily. So we brought in some relief pitchers. We're gonna add him to the 50-man roster, and we're gonna also move him to the majors. And then Feldman, we're gonna add him to the 50-man roster as well. Actually, take that back. The 33-year-old is on IL. Who's here in our starting pitcher room? I'm really relieving most of the guys that are like a little bit older. He's been okay. I don't really want to relieve release him. Mostly looking for guys that's older in age, less potential. Because what can I really get out of that? Penrod, he's going to be a guy that we do end up releasing, and we're going to add Johnny to. How's my 50 man still full? Okay, hold on. We got to rethink about this. This probably will have to be a starting pitcher. Mm, Griffin is 30. I'm looking for some guys down here where I feel as if can do better. Um, all right, here's our 40-man roster. Who's on here? It's probably gonna have to be a relief pitcher though to make this more even out. Orlando. Remove him from our 50 man. He's still on the team though, but we did need to remove him from our 50 man. Our 40 man, I'm sorry. We're gonna add him to our 40 man roster. But he's gonna be in AAA. So we do have some guys that we feel very comfortable with. Um, I'm gonna try to. This is our rotation. This is our rotation for right now. Um, I do think Jose can be one of those starters in this rotation because we do need some lefties in here. It's a lot of righties. There's a lot of righties, and Griffin is good, but I like the way Pauline K for nine against lefties look. Definitely, I think we add Pauline as one of our other lefties. And he's a developmental piece. He's 29, but I do think we can get something out of that. He's 30, by the way, but he is a relief pitcher. But I do think he could probably crack in. Jake Irvin is a starting pitcher. Andrew Alvarez is not terrible, and he's a lefty. We're gonna take Pauline out. I feel like Ken's need to work on some things. Griffin isn't terrible. His ERA is very high. That's the only problem with Griffin. K per nine against lefties is really good. All right, so this is probably how we're gonna look as starting out. House is cold, and that's not necessarily what we want to look for. Jordan Vivas, we're gonna add him into the rotation. He is 25, but I do want to see what he have for us. He could probably play a little bit of third base. And this is probably how we're gonna look. I'm gonna let him start off. We're very left heavy. Young will back clean up. Tana's gonna be in there against the lefties. He hits righties better though. But Tana can also play third base as well. Tino probably back cleanup since we have Jacob can back third, Tino back cleanup, or do we Cersei is going to actually Andres Chaparro back cleanup. I like the way he's been hitting of late, and that's what our rotation will look like. We're waiting for Josiah Gray to get back. He has 1 to 2 more months left with his flexor strain. He's another relief pitcher. Trevor Williams is another relief pitcher. Probably gonna get sent down to AAA if he has. Yeah, he still has minor eligibility to do as well. I'm trying to just find our much struggling guys like Foster Griffin, who's 30. He does have some minor usage he can use, but with C potential, would be no point in wasting that. Jake Irvin could probably send down to the minors. I like what he has, but as a righty right now, we're very right heavy. Definitely with Zach Liddell being on his roster, who is very tradable. Don't get me wrong. I think this could be a trade piece. I love Brad Lord. He's really good. Pitched on him a little bit. I think he's pretty solid. Then Miles Mikolas, who's probably one of our better pitchers on this roster. He's good as well. PJ Pauline, 29, but deep potential. But he's been getting a lot of Ks as a relief pitcher. Ken, he's been okay. Um, now Andre, or yeah, Andre, he's 23. He could get pulled down to the minors to start off the season, but for right now, he's with this squad. He's with this roster. Then Jose, who's going to be our main relief pitcher for us coming off, will probably be in there as well. I've seen a couple good things from a couple of these younger players. Clayton Beater, who's a closer, who's fantastic as a closer. I do want to kind of keep him around. But we have a lot of guys that we need to figure out. But let's get right back into this. So Foster Griffin, who pitched this game, had 9 runs, scored 9. Couple home runs. Drew Milas, Jose, Jorbit, and CJ Abrams. Couple RBIs as well. But Miles, 6 strikeouts, 3 for Beater, 1 for PJ, 1 for Lara, 1 for Griffin. Gave up a couple runs, gave up 8. Andrew gave up 5, but other than that, it wasn't that bad. And then we beat the Astros as well. Scored 8 runs, not bad. Zach Little looked pretty solid in 4 innings. We got a lot of young guys that is potentially going to be playing a lot more. Luis Garcia Jr., Andres Chaparro had a home run as well. 3 strikeouts for Little, 1 for Lara, 1 for Pauline, 3 for Beater. So that was good. We had a couple losses here as well. But for the most part, been pretty solid. Let's send to the Mets and cool. Gus Barlin's on the mound. Let's hop into this one. See what we get. All right, there we go. Now I can hear.
Gus Varlin, inside fastball there. Nice circle. Nice circle change. That's a slider, kind of up there. See, can we get an inside jam? And he pops up. All right. That was not good at all. Got him. Um, we're going to return to simulating. And let's continue simulating here. Beaters in the game here. Let's enter the game here. That's a ball. That's a strike. Nice beater. We got two outs, and that's a pop up foul.
Okay, it's been a minute.
He also throws a two seam fastball. Got him looking. Slater just standing there in the box.
Age, they always tell me nobody's working as hard as you.
All right. Let's return to simulating. Can we get. Ooh. Let's end the game here with our first baseman, Ortiz. Yeah, he's 2 for 4. He has a home run on the day. All right. So Bender, he has a sweeper, sinker, slider, circle change, and a four seam fastball. But seems like the sweeper and the slider. That's a ball. Oh, come on. That's a ball. That's a ball. Wow. Swung a little late. Actually, that was good. It was just outside the zone when I swung. So thought I swung late. Tip. Foul ball. All right, come on. You need to be able to advance this runner here. And that sweeper gets me inside. All right, so Reed's 1 for 1 solo home run in the eighth. And we're just swung early, very early at that. Ball. What can we get here? Ball. That's in the dirt. 3-0 for Ruiz. Nah, that's a ball. Ain't no way that's a strike. That cuts the inside of the zone. All right, see what we get here. And we popped up, and that's out. Yeah, that one sucks. Return to simulation. And we lose. All right. It sucks. That one sucks. Stings a little bit. A couple home runs, though, from Woods, Ruiz, and Ortiz, but just wasn't enough. 5 strikeouts for Zach Liddell. But other than that, we do come up with the loss 6-4. All right, let's get to the Orioles. And we win. We beat the Mets. We're down 3-1. Ooh, actually? And we lose. All right. Let's sim a little bit here. And we're in a 3-3 ball game in the eighth. Let's enter this one against the Cards. Dylan Cruz is up. We have a runner on second. And that one's into the dirt. And runner's out. All right. Turn to simulation. And we win. Nice. Couple RBIs. Zach Little looks good. Laura looks good. Pauline. Beater has another save. That's his sixth of spring ball. Brady House. He's gonna be out for a while. Inflamed hip. We'll put him on a 10-day injury list. We do get a couple wins. So we lose to the Mets 3-15, but then we come back and beat them 5-4. We're gonna look at the losses too, but I do want to look at more so wins. See what we're looking like. Ruiz has a home run. It's going to be mainly just the pitching for us for right now. I do think we have a decent offense. Like we can put up runs. I think it's going to be more so pitching. That's going to be more so us. That's going to be the factor of what really goes on. Ortiz has a home run. Vitus has a home run as well. 4 strikeouts for Griffin. He did give up 4 runs as well, but not bad. Pauline had 2 strikes. Nice. I love seeing some of our guys getting some strikes. They put up only 1 run in this one. Strikeouts for Lord. Pauline. Nope. Jose gave up a run. And Cavalli gave up a run. And Lord, but more so. And then here's the game against the Marlins. Put up 7 runs in this one. Home run for Ortiz, Abrams, and Lau. 4 strikeouts for Alvarez. Jose. Okay. And then against St. Louis, wasn't as bad. 4 strikeouts for Little, one for Wadichuk, Wal, Wal, Wadichuk, three for Lara, three for Pauline, two for Beater. That's 13 strikeouts in that game. All right. And the Nationals, we win to close out spring ball with a 2-run game. Okay, Griffin had 4 strikeouts, two for Jose, one for Ken. Not bad. And we go 13-15 to finish off spring training. And if you look at our hitting average with the guys that's in our hitting rotation, not bad. Lyle with a 389 in spring ball, really good. Joey had 289, 252 for CJ, 240 for James, 272 for Jacob Young, who right now we don't know what to do with him as of right now. Drew Miles had a 278, 250 for Orbit. But all in all, pretty solid for these guys here. Um, so if we go to manage roster, we had our starting pitchers wasn't terrible. 21 Ks though for Mouse, 14 for Zach. Lord had 15. He's on fire. DJ didn't really play much. Miles had 21. And look at the ERA. Cade had 5, but non-balls, bases on balls. Do you want to see, the strikes to be a little bit higher than the bases on balls for Cade, but not bad. Griffin had 19 Ks, 10 bases on ball. 16 Ks for Andrew, 9 bases on ball. Jake looked pretty solid as well. So I do want to see a little bit more. Ken didn't look bad. Yes, he's a 61 overall, but 14 Ks, 4 bases on ball, 3.24 ROA and a 132 whip in 16 innings. So not bad. I mean, it could be a little bit better, but that wasn't, as bad as as I thought. All right. So now we are into the regular season. Now, this is where it gets real critical for us. Joey Weimer, as of right now, he's a right fielder, but we have Dylan Cruz out there where he can play right field, center field. And then Jacob Young is at center field, and he's been pretty solid for us. Loud's playing center field. He's playing right field. And Jacob Young, I mean, he can bat DH. That's one thing he can do. He does his lefties pretty well. So I'm going to have him batting DH. And I think that's pretty good for us. We'll have Jacob Young hitting third as our DH. And I think this is probably how we're going to look going. And we do have Ruiz back starting. We just have so many hitters. He does bat righties pretty well, Luis Garcia. And as you can see, he's in our writing lineup as our second baseman. Nunez is bats better against lefties, so that's who's in our lineup to start off against the lefties because he's just a better hitter against lefties. So we have a lot of guys that's interchangeable that can hit things like that. Um, we'll figure out ways to get Drew Miles in there. Maybe send some of these guys down to double A and triple A once we figure out this catching rotation. Um, I don't think. Once we figure out this catching rotation, um, because injuries does happen, so we do want to make sure we have guys that can do a little bit of everything. Um, but the main prospect that we are really focused on is Eli. Eli is literally like the main guy to focus on. He's really good with a potential, 18 years old, so he can develop throughout this upcoming year. So with that being said, we only have 26 active. Ooh, injury list. Hold on. Yeah, Brady House is hurt, so we're gonna be missing him a little bit. 22-year-old, but he'll be back in like 1 to 6 days with his inflamed hip. He's good at fielding as a third baseman, so I do want to kind of see what we get out of that. Now we do need to fill out this double A. So let's see who's here in single A that I do think we can kind of get potentially into double A. Right now, it's not that many. Who's in double A that can get sent down? Because for me, I do think Kirsten, he's good at fielding, but not really offensively. He's good defensively, not really offensively. But at 21, I do think that's somebody. He's good defensively, not really offensively, but I do think that could be another big get. I feel like a lot of these single A guys are going to be good at one thing or the other, which is okay. Do you want to find a little bit more of a balanced guy that can potentially get moved? Maybe Kevin Basil could be that guy that can get moved up to double A. We'll move Kevin Basil to double A. Now, if we go to triple A, we'll move him down to high. All right, cool. I think that's kind of where we're at right now. Um, I don't really see much here. I do want to keep two. He's 23, he's 28. Um, because he's in single A as well. All right, let's move him to double A. Actually, let's keep him in single A. Let's move him down to double A and move. I really like how Miles is hitting though. Let's move forward to triple. Oh, yeah, actually, let's make sure he has some eligibility. Yeah, he do. All right, let's move forward to triple A. And that could be how we're going to start off here. Gus looks good. Not that good against lefties. Was control could be a little bit better. Horan Pranan is really good. I think he can move up to the MLB as a closing pitcher, so we'll have him there as well. And I think that's how we're gonna look to start off. I'm trying to just get a decent feel of where everything is. See who can we move up, who can we move down. I feel like Cole Henry can move down to AAA. We'll move Cole Henry down, I think. We'll move Cole Henry down to AAA. Actually, let's make sure he's good to move down there. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, let's move Cole Henry down to AAA. Let him develop down there for a little bit. Home run per nine is pretty solid. Mm, I'm trying to find some guys that can move into home run per nine against lefties is really good. K per nine against righties is really good for Johnny. But I don't want to move him up right now. Rutledge. Rutledge could go down there as well. But we'll keep it like this for right now. Who's here in the starting pitcher room? DJ Hertz can move up. Right now, we're going to keep him in AAA, though. I feel like Jake can go down. Louise, K Pernan is solid. What Jake's looking like? Cool. We're going to move Jake down to triple just for development. Don't get me wrong, he was good for us. But this is just for developmental purposes only right now. We do need a second first baseman. Matt has power. That's really good. Morales has decent power as well. He can field, hit a little bit. We're gonna bring up Matt Mervis. 40 man is full. I need to look at our 40 man then. Make sure we don't have too many guys here. Is all of our right fielders in a 40 man? You need to pass the player through irrevocable waivers. Continues as well. Okay. I think they got rid of him. Shoot. Okay. I mean, he is a D. He was decent for us, but that's fine. We're gonna add him to our 40-man roster, though. And we're gonna move him up to the majors. I need at least potentially two. Jorbit was really good for us, and he's on our 50 man, our 40 man. I don't know why I keep saying 50. We're gonna add him to the majors as well. Tenna is up there. You gotta get rid of one. I think Cruz can drop down. As I'm looking at it, I think Cruz can potentially drop. Luis Perales will move down to AAA. All right, cool. I think that's how we're gonna look to start out, which is okay. I need at least two at each position. Some will have more, but this is kind of where we're at. Here's our two DHs. I mean, yeah, this is DJ Hurts projected, or he's projected to be in the near future is good. Eli Willits, where he's projected to be, is looking pretty solid. Brady House, all these guys are looking really good. Jose Tenna, he's gonna be playing third base. Andres is at first. Luis and Nassim is gonna be playing second. Shortstop CJ Abrams. Can CJ play other positions? No, he cannot. So if Will Eli gets better over time, we might have something. Team salary is 76 mil. We're just trying to figure out things for us to do. But for right now, this is what we're looking like. We play the Cubs. First game, Zach Liddell is on the mound here. Let's get into it. Um, I say I say eighth. It's probably pretty eighth. I think it's pretty good. All right. I think we're gonna play lock here. Not the Cubs. With Zach. Player lock with Zach. Here we go. Opening day up against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. Here we go. See what we get here. Cade Horton is on the mound. Uh, but Inhap is the first batter here. Let's start off with a four-seam fastball. Ball. Learn the dirt, learn the dirt, learn the dirt. That's a foul ball there. Strike. Nice. Strike. Nice slider there by Zach. His first K of the season. That's a foul. Crazy sweeper. Crazy sweeper there. Trying to just hit the zone there. 2-1 ball. In the dirt. And that's a rocket. And it's gone. So our second pitch didn't go as planned. That's a strike, I believe. That's probably something we have to get into. Get a piece of the sweeper. Okay. And that one's back up the gap.
So a two-out count keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
To the right side. He takes it himself to
Nice.
second.
So we give up one run in the first.
Opening day at Wrigley Field.
Here we go.
Rather be exciting. Cubs looking to build off their postseason run from a year ago. They knocked out the Padres before falling to the Brewers in the division series in 5.
Well, I don't have to tell you this, partner, but the Cubs ended a 5-year postseason drought by winning
And
4
that's
games
out.
last season. Must be the TV announcers.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Next pitch is downstairs.
Nice splitter.
And there's a ball. Foul ball.
3-2.
And a payoff pitch. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Wood under it. 2 away now. Swanson digs in. Chopped left side. 10-0.
Nice.
There is plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, now it'll be the Cubs DH, Nick Shaw.
Nice.
0-2. Ball one.
Okay.
Hard ground ball to left.
Showing the sweeper too much.
And a good start to the inning. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. In half up to hit. Ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
On the ground, could be 2.
Turn two. Oh, come on.
Leads off a throw. Saved. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. First and second, no outs. Michael Busch now at the plate.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
That one is absolutely belted.
And it's in the gap, and it gets down. They're gonna score 2.
Swung. In comes the run from second, and they lead by 2.
2-0.
Through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to pop with so many positives that led to that knock.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That's the ball. 2-2 down. Swing and a
Got
miss.
him on the
One
slider.
out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
This to third, and they get the
2
out.
outs.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Nice split
Don't take
there.
this for granted. 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat,
Nice
and
slider.
you may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Ball one. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. That's closer. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Way downstairs. Got him.
Got him with a four-seam fastball.
Limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 2 and the back here at Wrigley Field. Bottom four. Here's Corner now.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one misses. Ball.
It's still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Foul ball.
Nice.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one
And
misses.
that's a base hit.
So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now Carson Kelly pitches in there. Strike one. Working down to the zone to start the at bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down.
Got him
Strike
on a
one. Set
slider.
your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
And here's a look at how he's used
Let's
his stuff in
go.
this one. One out, man at first. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. Foul off down the right side. Now the 0-1. In the air to left center. Wood makes his way towards it. Swings
Nice.
on
Good
and misses.
catch. Good job, Woods.
And next is the designated hitter, Matt Shaw.
Yeah, this guy
Got him with a
definitely is known
sweeper.
for his breaking ball today.
And that's through there for
Got him with a
Wood.
sinker.
0-2 now. That's the third. Oh, can't pick it up quickly
Come
enough.
on, man.
No shot to get him at first. There's two of them
Come
gone.
on, man.
Well, with 2 outs, I think
Where's
the
Brady?
Cubs
Come
just
on,
need to get
Tenna.
in the dugout so they can get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Ball pat has to step out of the way for ball one. Line drive and strike
And
three.
that's another
Those
runner.
guys around third. One
That's
left.
going to score
Steps
two.
to the plate. He'll score 2 runs,
4-0.
and they're up by 4.
And we're pulled.
New arm out of the bullpen, Andre Grinning.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him
I
getting
see
that
some good
play,
things, but
grounding it out, and he's off and running now.
And your final score, 5-2.
wasn't nothing good.
Go home a winner for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
All right, yeah. We gave up 5 hits. We did score two, but that was in the ninth. It wasn't really nothing good to show in this one. Give up 6 hits, 5 runs in the and three and pretty much 3/4 of an inning. 4 strikeouts though, but wasn't enough, man. It just really wasn't enough. Horton had 7 Ks. We had 7 Ks of our own in the full game. So we'll look to get better. But it is what it is, right? Let's. I don't know who I want to. Actually, we need to change our rotation because I don't know why we're so heavy with lefties at the top of our board here. Um, yeah, I don't want to be left heavy. Um, Not at the top. Young is gonna bat third. I think that's more so ideal for us there. Nunez can play shortstop, but I don't want to move Abrams. Nunez is more so second base. And Tennis playing third. I don't think nobody else can pretty much play third besides him. Tennis is a better hitter. It is what it is, right? Where's our starting? What the world? Missing our starting pitcher. Mmm. He looks good. Bring him on over to the roster. And that's an easy fix. Need to put him on the. Hmm. Wait, who they say? Triple A?
And now it's Luis Garcia in there at the knees for a strike.
All right, Planet Phillies. Let's see what we can get with Luis Garcia.
To the right side.
And
Off his glove.
he's safe.
To hold on to it. A tough play, and now there are runners. First and second.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Making a move at first. Nationals turn to a pinch runner. Dylan Cruz getting some more speed on the bases. Jose Tena digging in for the
situations, closers, they seem to live for when you get into some hot water at
We need is
change.
one run. That's all we need is one. That splitter nasty. Just early though, but thought I had it. Take a big turn two. I do. Runner does advance to third. Mm,
He's a guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Why did I didn't even mean to swing at that. That was not even a good swing. I did not mean to even press the button there. And that was
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level. You start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
You got the drink.
all right. Lose 4-3, but got a couple hits in with Abrams. Weimer looked really good, nice. So trying to figure it out. We're starting off 0-5. That is terrible. Haven't won a series yet. All right. Bases loaded against the Dodgers. Let's enter this game. We're 0-6. Two outs. Just late. Come on. Mm, come on. We need a hit. Nope. Ball. I checked. I checked.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam. Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little
Lose
bit of
another one.
everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain
Lose
spots.
5-2, actually.
A fun one to watch.
All right. Well, not starting off very good. I can tell you that. Amateur drafted July 11th. We haven't won a game yet. So that's pretty terrible. I do want to check on some guys. I know we just getting started, but I do want to go check on a guy. Has he not played yet? We'll move him to AAA. All right. Well, that's this video. Well, that's the end of this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.